And we'll get a look here at tight end Pat Freiermuth. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Steelers and the Ravens, just ahead on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
The ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off for Matt Crusher. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Jackson looking to throw right away. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We knew we were in store for some crazy blitz packages from this defense, and already 1 play in, and that linebacker gets home for the sack. Critical now for this offense to identify what you're seeing, and for this defense to continue to frustrate and get after the quarterback.
Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Lamar now from the gun. Andrews with the catch. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. New set of downs for him from the 46. This set of downs starts with an option right. This is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
All right, here we go. Second down. Slot receiver headed left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Just getting back to the line, and now they have to figure out a 3rd and 13. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. They've got a man in motion. And that's good for a gain of 5. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Calvin Austin on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Now running for the first time with Jaylen Warren. And he's going to take this one to the 25 before going down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now run with Warren. He loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
They're set up at the 35 now. Motioning him from the slot right. First down, here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. A run for no gain doesn't help matters. It's 3rd and long coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Henry on the catch. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And it stays a 1-possession game at 7 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Warren once more. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Wilson now. Got a man. Patterson has it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he'll turn this into a solid gain down to the 14. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Wilson. The throw is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Warren here from the gun. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Steelers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try to miss the mark. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offense look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will take over possession. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
First carry for the versatile vet Cordero Patterson. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Warren running between the tackles. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing is Wilson. Able to hit Patterson, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
To this day, I could still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
A give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll go again with Warren. And he's able to get this down to the 13. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
finds his target, Patterson. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Now here's Russ. Pass complete. Screen flag. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now Boswell on to send this away. Wallace with a return here. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Baltimore running its offense out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they had that one contained right at the line. Nick Herbig making the play. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Blitz coming here. Jackson. A quick slant here. Caught by Andrews. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Gets this one to Andrews. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Second and 3 now. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get there.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Up to a ball game, trash talk. Right things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will take over deep on their own side. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. They'll run now with Warren. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. On the ground with Warren. And he's brought down for a loss. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that 1st quarter. Neither side's... Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Setting up the running back screen. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st down, Warren. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Coming in for the stop was Michael Pierce. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Dumped off to his running back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now Warren. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Russ is going to cook here. Setting up the screen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Now run with Warren. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. First down, here's Lamar. Aguilar with the grab. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Yet another example why the ball finds its way in this guy's hands time after time. He's a playmaker, and he knows how to get the yards they need. Maybe not a ton there, but enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 from the 41. Blitz coming, Lamar. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Jackson now on 3rd. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They bring their tight end left. 1st down throw for Jackson. Sheds up a run. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
goodness gracious. This quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. And you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate. It has been a brutal couple quarters. And if you don't start protecting the quarterback...
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Oh, Kate. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Here he is on 3rd and long. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ravens call it on Justin Tucker for the field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. This is Patterson on the give. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Coming in for the stop was Michael Pierce.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 37. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, a play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On the handoff, Patterson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept at breaking up those passes.
Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
A give here to Warren. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Into traffic, complete. This is ahead for about 5. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his plays really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
Now hand it off to Warren, and he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Russ looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Third and goal, Wilson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Dicker connects there, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Tight end in motion right. From the gun, Jackson. This one falls incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Where offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. It just couldn't quite find the connection.
Third and long for him here. That's taken in by Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
On 1st down, Jackson. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Motion man sent left. This is Henry on second. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Putting a receiver in motion. Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Okay, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. They'll cobble together a yard there. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Wilson throwing 3rd and 1. Warren's got it, complete. And he's down after getting us up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Steelers 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers looking for a score before halftime. First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Russ is cooking again. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, it's awesome with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. Once more, it's Wilson. It's caught, Warren. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Coming in for the stop was Michael Pierce.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Throwing on third, Wilson. Into a crowd, and intercepted! And the Ravens are gonna have it! And he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. They're set up at the 35 now. Play fake, Jackson. Connects on the crosser. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That stop made by T.J. Watt. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Man in motion, out of the slot. They go play fake with Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN1, and make your case for who should get a boost. They'll stick with the ground game here. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So we arrive at halftime here in Pittsburgh. The Steelers leading after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin down in the Bayou. The Browns from the AFC visiting the Dome to take on New Orleans. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. The Browns still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who have the lead in that one at halftime. The Vikings trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. It's the rookie from SC, Caleb Williams, with 3 touchdown passes. We saw a solid first half out of running back Jaylen Warren. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Patterson trying this straight ahead. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain, giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. A run from Warren here to start the third. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be third and just a yard.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Warren once more. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Up the middle, here goes Patterson. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 from the 41. Once again, Patterson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. Finds his target, Patterson. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. Into the secondary past the 40. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Play action. Here's Jackson. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
He gets forward, next about 4 yards. He landed Roberts coming over for the hit.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Jackson now on third. Escapes out, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. A great effort not rewarded. That punches the crossbar and bounces backward. And they fail to cut the lead in half. It stays at 6.
Well, that fooled me. He had it online. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
The home teams and Cordero Patterson getting set for their next possession. Setting up the running back screen. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's taken down at the 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff to Warren. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Warren. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Warren running between the tackles. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Wilson out of the pistol. Complete beyond the marker. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Blitz coming, Russ. Able to hit Patterson, complete. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Only a yard on the game there, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 4.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that brings up 4th and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back. They could have gone for it for sure, Kate. I'm sure there's some folks on that sideline asking why they didn't go for a touchdown. But they took what they felt like was a guaranteed 3 points. But that miss is a stunning reminder. There is never a guarantee in the NFL.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Vacates quickly left side. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Nick Herbig making the play.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throw on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. And it really is on 2 sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the 6th team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Russ now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The drive begins with Henry. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Nick Herbig making the play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, it's time to add some players and some names and a team to the all-time record list. It used to read 12 when it comes to sacks, accomplished 5 times. But you know what we just witnessed? We just witnessed the 13th sack of this game in NFL history. This group has lived behind the other side of the line all game long, and now they will live in their record books right now.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
The return begins on their side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. On first down, Warren is able to drive that pile about a yard. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wilson now from the gun. That finds Miller, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
He's still going at the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Gotta be a pretty good actor. Gotta be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Now Warren. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Russ is gonna cook here. Got a man, Patterson has it. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, Kate, it is so nice to have a running back that can catch it too, and a pass catcher that is so good in a select package of plays just like that through the air. That screen is devastating to a defense when you got a runner that can catch it like that.
Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're gonna be stuck with a 4th and long. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Dicker connects there, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Deontay Hardy to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. First down, here's Lamar. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They send a tight end in motion. Lamar now from the gun. Gets this one to Andrews. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And the Steelers go in nickel, 3rd down. Lamar back to throw. Henry on the catch. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Another run for Henry. Along the sideline past midfield. And he's down to the 42-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Now Jackson off the play action. Aguilar with the grab. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Here's Lamar. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And it's back to a 1-score game now. The deficit is 6.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here comes Austin. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
That's complete to Wilson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our 3rd quarter. third down, 1 yard to go. Now run with Warren. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And he's brought down before the return gets far. And after the punch, the offense... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. He finds Aguilar. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break.
Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. A tight end in motion now. Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's got Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Henry on the option. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action now with Jackson. He throws a bullet down the right side. They connect on the deep shot. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens come through to tie it in the 4th. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Short pass brought in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Warren here from the gun. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Now here's Ross. Finds his target, Patterson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the ground with Warren. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, in the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the 1st down play.
Caught by Miller. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll hand it off to Warren. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and goal, Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Third and goal, Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Their offense ready to take the field now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Henry gets it here to start the drive.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And this one does not go far. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Man in motion here. Jackson now on 3rd. This one's to Andrews outright. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll send their tight end right. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Looking to throw, Jackson. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
It's far enough, but does not get the redirect off the upright. It's no good. And the deficit remains unchanged here in the 4th.
I'm sure this is a nightmare, Kate, that these kickers have at some point in their life. He's about to take the lead in the 4th quarter. It looks good, it feels good, and then it just starts drifting way too close. And that upright, that boink, denies him his glory and keeps his team trailing late.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Patterson trying this straight ahead. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Once again, Patterson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Completed here to Pickens. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Going for it with Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll go again with Warren. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They get an even 10 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
They'll come up first and 10. Warren once more. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
They're now set for first and 10. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Russ now from the gun. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Back to throw it. Pass taken in by Fryermuth. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers up by just a couple of points. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with first and goal. Warren is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers go up by 8 at the end. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you could strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
A chance to make it a 2-score game now and likely clinch the win with this try. And a likely game-winning extra point strikes true, and that should do it. We get a 2-score game now late. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now this offense getting set to work here. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now to throw. Aguilar with the grab. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Clock's still running as the Ravens everyone up. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Throwing now. Bateman hauls it in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Looking to throw it. Connects with Bateman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. Here he is to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
To throw. Finds Aguilar. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. From inside the 1, here's 1st and goal. Jackson's gonna throw again. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied, knocked away, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Buys time, rolling right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. Desperation time here on 4th. And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left, well, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
So just 1 second to go. They not only have to recover this, they've got to return it all the way. And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.